How do you attract what you really want in your life? I think this is a really important question to ask yourself, and something that I've been talking a lot about with friends, family members, and clients alike over the last couple of weeks. And I have come to a really important realization that I want to share in today's video. So let's get started. Hi, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Julia Arndt, and I'm a peak performance coach and stress management trainer. And I'm really excited that you're watching this video today because I want to talk with you about the question, how do I attract what I really want in my life into my life? And as I mentioned already in the intro, I've had a lot of conversations lately with clients and family members around how do I attract what I really want in my life. And I've come to a really important realization, which is the following. I think the biggest issue that we have when we are thinking about how do I attract things into my life is, first of all, to ask ourselves the question, what is it that I actually really want in your life? So we are skipping a step that is absolutely important. Let me give you an example. I was talking to a client last week and she was telling me about the question of what she should do next in her career. She told me that she just got a degree in psychology and that she was working in operations at a startup and that she liked really both of these different fields, which are two very different fields, right? Let's be honest. Psychology and operations at a startup company. And she said to me, I would really like to combine these two things, but I don't really know how to do it. And she wanted to have my advice on it. And I said to her, well, listen, I think it's really important, first of all, to be really clear on what it is that you want. What is your dream job? What is it that you would really like to do? Take some time to reflect on that. And if the answer is, I'm not so sure, well, then you should take this time to really sit down and think about what is it that I really want in my life. Take some time to journal about this because I think once you get really clear on what it is that you want in your life, you can start to attract it. So what I said to my client in this case was that she should take some time to design her dream job. What is it that she would really like to do? How would that look like? And to be as detailed and specific as possible about that career, about that job that she's looking for. Because once you have that description, now you can go out and be really clear on what it is that you're looking for, right? And either you find a role that is actually matching these different criteria, or you are actually maybe even reaching out to companies with that description saying, hey, I think this would really add value to your company if you would have somebody working on this. You see where I'm going with this? So really important first step. If you want to attract your dream life, you need to be clear on what your dream life is. You need to visualize it. You need to be clear on it. Another really interesting conversation, just to give you another example, was in a conversation that I had with a family member, and they told me about an argument they had with their partner and that they really wanted to find a solution around what they're going to do next, right? Are they going to move together? Are they going to continue commuting, just seeing each other during the weekend? And I said to my family member, what is it that you really want? And she didn't have an answer to that question. And so here's the thing again, right? If you don't really know what you want, how are you going to communicate that to another person? That is another reason why it is so important that first of all, you're being really clear on what it is that you actually want. And then you can communicate it, okay? So if you want to attract something into your life that is really important for you, you first of all need to be really clear on what it is that you want. Now that we have established that, I want to give you, of course, the next step as well, right? So now that you have maybe journaled a little bit or storyboarded or visualized what you want in your life, now we can talk about how do you actually attract your dream life into your life. And in my opinion, I think there are two things that you need to do in order to attract that into your life. I think there's really a mix between getting into action, but also visualizing and feeling into what it is that you really want. How is that going to feel and what kind of thoughts and behaviors are going to be attached to that? Because I think there's a lot of power about, people call it manifesting or attraction, the law of attraction, but there's a lot of power behind that. And here's the reason why. Because oftentimes, unconsciously, we are keeping ourselves in old past beliefs and patterns and in a different mindset that we should have if we really want to attract things into our life. What do I mean by that? I mean that if you really want that life, you should start to sit down and really think about, how would that feel? What would I think? How would I behave when I have that life? And really connect already to that feeling and to that thought in order to attract that into your life. Because oftentimes we are recreating the past because of the thoughts and feelings that we have about ourselves from the past, right? The doubts and the fears and the feeling of not being enough, the feelings of unworthiness, the feelings of, scary feelings of being afraid of failure, and all of these kind of different things, they keep us in the past. So every time, oftentimes, right, when we dream of something, then at the same time, pretty simultaneously, we also have that feeling of, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I'm strong enough. I don't know if I'm good enough for this, right? And usually, unfortunately, these heavy feelings are the feelings that are keeping us back to actually create the life that we want. Which is why I told you, I think it's really important to spend some time on that and to start recognizing every time that feeling of doubt or that feeling of fear is coming up, to shift into more of that feeling of happiness and joy and the thoughts of feeling accomplished and absolutely proud of yourself when you have actually accomplished that. And with those new feelings, to bring that into your life and to really connect to that. I am planning to do a meditation on that in the next video. So when you're watching this video right now, maybe I already have the meditation, maybe I don't have it yet, but I promise you I'm going to do a meditation on this for the channel, because I think this is really, really important and something that I have been working on a lot over the last couple of weeks and months, and it has tremendously changed my life, tremendously changed the way I feel on a day-to-day basis, because I do also suffer from negative thoughts and self-talk all the time, because this is just an addictive feeling, right? It's just that process, it's just that behavior, it's our hardware system that we are living with. And in order to break that, it requires some time and it requires some work, but it is not possible, because at the end of the day, you are the creator of your life. So I promise you the meditation, but here's the second step. The second step is also to get into action. I think, a lot of people talk about manifesting power and the law of attraction, right? Bringing in things that you really want in your life by visualizing it, by believing in it. And I think that's absolutely really, really important. And at the same time, I also think that you need to get into action. I think, for example, for my client, the action already of just journaling and writing down what it is that she really wants in her next career job, that's really important. That is an action that you're taking in order to get closer to that visual field, right? To that visualization, to that picture of what you want in your life. But I don't think that it stops there, right? If she would just be sitting around waiting then for that job to arrive by visualizing it, some people might believe that then the job will come. I believe in action. I'm a peak performer as well. And I think that, once you're being really clear on what it is that you really want, I think you should go out there and explore and experiment and talk to different people in order to help your destiny, if you see it as that, or help the universe accomplish whatever it is that you really want in your life. Take action, believe in it, and really just create the life that you have always wanted, because you have the power to do that. So that's all I wanted to share with you today. I am really, really excited to share a meditation with you next week on how to visualize your new dream life. Hopefully up until then, you have already done that exercise and that journaling prompt on what it is that you actually really want in your life. And then we can really start the work. So thank you so much for watching this video today. Give me a thumbs up if this resonated with you. Leave me a comment down below and tell me and tell the community what it is that's maybe holding you back from creating the life that you've always wanted. What kind of feelings and thoughts are coming up? What kind of self-doubt is coming up for you? And let's tackle that in the next video. I'm excited about it. Thank you so much for watching. With gratitude, Julia.